Okay, well, here we are with another very scuffed recording. I am recording this pretty much immediately after my recording of my last one. Um, so this week we are going to be taking on Coach CX in the Fort Worth Tauros. So a bit of a backstory here. Um, I actually had CX's team ranked number one in my power rankings preseason. So obviously this is a very, very good team. And yeah, I'm not quite sure how it's gonna go. Well, I mean obviously it's week 7, so I know how it went, but putting myself back in my shoes in week 4, technically week 3 or week 5, I don't know. But putting myself back in my past shoes, I really didn't know how well this thing was gonna go. I'm just trying to quickly find the matchup here. I gotta dig through all my screenshots. Okay, I think I found it. So, yeah, there's the matchup, and you can very, very, very clearly see why I think this is a very bad matchup for me. First thing they have is a Mega Mawile. Mega Mawile just, it does not care what's in front of it, it's going to two-hit KO it. Ironhead player F go in very, very hard versus this team, and it even gets Fire Fang for Scissor. So that's really, really bad for my team. Emphasizing physical walls or just revenge killing it is going to be absolutely crucial here. Next up, they have Hydreigon. Hydreigon forms a nice little defensive backbone. It has good synergy with Mega Mawile, I should say that. It completes the Fairy Dragon Steel Core and gives Mawile a fire resist and a ground immunity to play off of. And Hydreigon doesn't like ice types or like fighting types or steel type, not steel types, fairy types. Mawile takes care of all those. They have Florges for wish passing, Slowbro for a bulky pivot with Regenerator, Talonflame to just spam Will-O-Wisp versus my physical attackers, and to just be really annoying with fast pivots. And it also gets priority Brave Bird with Gale Wings, or it can punish Chin-Pao for making contact with Flame Body. Same thing with not Mega Scissor, regular Scissor. They have Galvantula for web setting, Nihilego for pretty much really anything they want. I mainly see Nihilego as mainly a special sweeper to kind of help alleviate stress on Hydreigon. They have Annihilate. It got banned from Scarlet and Violet OU for a reason. Rage Fist spam with bulk up is no joke. Tapu Bulu is another one of their Tera users. I don't anticipate it coming because my team is very not friendly to grass types, specifically Tapu Bulu, but it can give grassy terrain to give Mawile a bit extra insurance against ground types. Same with Nihilego. And then they have Tandemaus as their meme 1 point pick. It's not coming. I don't think they're ever going to bring it because their front nine are just so much better than that. It's that it actually have a use. But with that being said, let me hide this image and go to my team. So Chin Pao first, Sucker Punch, Ice Spitter, Crunch, Sacred Sword, Heavy Duty Boots, hits everything neutral super effectively. Speed is, I think, to outpace Talonflame. Next up, Zapdos, Fizz set, Standard. Defog Roost, Discharge, Volt Switch. Discharge hits most things, except like Hydreigon and like Terra Ground Nihilego. But this is mainly to try and dream of checking Mawile, and it also kind of checks Annihilate too. This sub is Nidoking, sub T-Bolt, Earth Power Sludge Wave. I had sub or to get like a free move they have Galvantula in, or just to try and scout for Sucker Punch on Mawile. Life Orb to hit things hard, and yeah. Ockaberry Scissor is for like any fire coverage, specifically like HP Fire on Nihilego. Counter is for the Mawile. I also had Ockaberry for Firefang Mawile. U-turn roost bullet punch. This is a mainly specially defensive set because I really didn't have much for their special, or the special offense. Next up, Suicune, Scald, Signal Beam, Sub, combined. Signal Beams for the Slowbro, Scalds for everything else, really. Leftovers for recovery, Sub, combined. Well, you know it, it's Suicune. It's a classic Suicune. Then, Screen Tail, Tera Water, Parasong, Wish, Protect, D-Gleam. Leftovers for general recovery. This is the general cleric of the team. Wish to keep everything healthy. Dazzling Gleam to hit some, or to hit some things kinda hard, I guess. And Parachong to not allow Mawile to just absolutely shred my team. It's gotta come with a cost. But that's a very, very quick overview of the team. Let's, I guess, get into the actual battle. So, starting off, I'll lead Scissor as they lead Galvantula. They go for the HP Fire. I absorb with the Akaberry, and I just U-turn out to go into Nidoking. Here, I think I just quick sub as they go for Sticky Web, which was interesting. And I kind of expected it. The quick HP Fire, it does not break my sub, and I KO the Galvantula. Really, really good start so far. A quick Earth Power into the Annihilate as they quick Rage Fist. And here I think I just swap into Zapdos. Not willing to risk anything. Because this is very clearly specially defensive. Or I thought it was specially defensive. I go for Discharge. Unfortunately, don't get the pair on the Nihilego. And I just go into Scissor. And so here I found this like really, really interesting in strategy. He went for Sticky Webs, which slows me down, but he also has Trick Room. I'm not entirely sure what the like rationale was, but I mean, spoiler alert, I eventually lost this game. So, I mean, who am I to judge? Or who am I to say, really? But, yeah. It just struck me as odd that he'd bring Trick Room with Sticky Webs, when Sticky Webs slows me down. And, yeah. So he goes Talonflame, I go for U-turn. Dodge the Flame Body Burn, which is very, very lucky for me. And right here, I think a quick sub, yep. Because I didn't really fear what Talonflame could do to me. He quits Grass Knot, revealing this as an offensive set. And here I'm kind of stuck in the mud on what to do. Here I should have switched out. I probably should have just switched into Scissor and just tried to pivot around this. Because this thing wasn't really... It couldn't really punch through, and I needed Suicune later on. And yeah. So Trick Room ends, Signal Beam just barely misses the KO, and Slowbro's gonna take out this, or pretty much relegate Suicune to be pretty much useless. So here they go into Annihilate, and I just let him have it. Actually, no. I don't let him have it for free. I think I take it. I think I get a Flame, yeah, Skull Burn. And yeah, so here I finally switch out. Go into Zapdos, and I think I just get a Roost off as they go Nihilego. So, yeah. And here I think they unveil Tera Ground. No, they just quick Power Gem. Go into T-Flame. I dodge another Flame Body Burn. And I double into Zapdos. They go into Nihilego. I don't get the para again. So here I sack Suicune for whatever reason. And Nihilego reveals Tera Ground. I go into Scissor. And finally, Fate catches up to me. And I get Flame Body burnt. Now, Talonflame is, like, really, really scary for this team. And I want to, like, build up to, well, defogging away the Sticky Webs so that way I can get Chin-Pow in. So here, I just sack Scissor. And, yeah. you can see where my team is starting to kind of fall apart a bit. They give me the Annihilate, and I'm forced to have to switch in to Mawile. So I just quick discharge. I should have just quicked Roost to kind of just bank on a para. But yeah, a quick Perish song predicting the Maul to come in. And yeah, this is, well, you're about to see. So, analyzing the situation. So, I want you to keep in mind what I do next. What I do next is I quick protect and Screen Tail goes down. Looking at my situation, not quicking Roost with Zapdos whenever Mawile was in and had just gotten paralyzed when I knew the switch was coming, and that's where I think this game was lost in retrospect. So, Zapdos not being able to come in on this affected my thought process. Granted, there wasn't much thought process behind it, but Zapdos not being able to come in affected it. So, Screamtail needlessly died here, and yeah. As you can see, I barely lived the hit with Zapdos anyways. I doubled the Nidoking. I don't know why I doubled the Nidoking there. Did I predict? May have predicted Nihilego? I'm not sure. But Talonflame barely lives the hit, and yeah. So Nihilego gets up a free Trick Room. He gets the crit with the Power Gem, which didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Actually, no, it did matter, because I would have been slower. So I had to sack here, and then I had to go into Chin Pao. So they go Mawile. I switch to Chin Pao as they get paralyzed. So a quick Sucker Punch, just trying to get as much chip off as possible. Then a quick Sacred Sword. They go for Iron Head. And I still have a chance here. A quick sub predicting Sucker Punch as they quick Iron Head. And then they finally unveil Sucker Punch and I lose the game. So, yeah. I don't really have any words for like how I played that game, but I very clearly did not deserve to win that. So, yeah. Misplaying with Zapdos versus the Mawile. Just at least try to predict around the team. If Zapdos had more health for the Talonflame, this game probably would have been won for me. Granted, I still had to like probably prep better and play better, but yeah, that is pretty much it for this game. So yeah, next week we are going to look to bounce back against the Dallas Doxbun. I don't know how to say that Pokemon's name, but we're hopefully gonna be bouncing back against them, and I will catch you all in week 5 whenever I manage to record that, which probably is going to be directly after this video concludes. So I want to get on recording that, so peace.